Hello, and welcome to our story corner. Today, we're journeying to a vast, icy land, a place of sparkling snow and swirling winds. This is the home of Pico, a small and very fluffy penguin. Now, Pico wasn't like all the other penguins. While they loved diving into the chilly water and sliding down snowy hills, Pico loved one thing more than anything else: warmth. He would spend his days finding the sunniest, most sheltered spots, fluffing up his feathers to trap every little bit of heat. The cold, nippy air, not for him. He would shiver just thinking about it. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, a change came over the land. The gentle breeze turned into a howling wind, and the sky grew dark and angry. A fierce blizzard was coming. The wind whipped across the flat ice, carrying with it a blinding storm of snow. The temperature dropped rapidly, and the world turned into a whirlwind of white. The penguin colony huddled together, their black and white bodies looking like little dots against the vast, stormy landscape. Soon, the biting cold began to creep in. Many of the penguins started to shiver uncontrollably. Even tucked together, the wind found its way through the gaps, stealing their precious body heat. The little ones chirped nervously, and the older penguins looked worried. Pico, tucked away in what he thought was the warmest spot, felt the chill too. He was scared. The freezing air felt like tiny needles on his skin, and all he wanted to do was find an even warmer place to hide. He looked around at his friends and family, seeing them tremble in the relentless storm. His heart felt a little pang, not just from the cold, but from seeing them suffer. In that moment, something inside Pico changed. He was still scared of the cold. Oh yes, but seeing his colony in distress made him feel something else, the desire to help. He took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, and did the bravest thing he had ever done. He left his relatively sheltered spot and started to waddle. He pushed his way right into the very middle of the shivering group, where the wind was at its fiercest and the cold was at its worst. He pressed his small, fluffy body close to a younger penguin who was shaking badly. Then he nudged another and another, encouraging everyone to squeeze in tighter, closer. He seemed to chirp over the wind, huddle closer. The other penguins saw what Pico was doing. Inspired by his courage, they began to shuffle and rearrange themselves, pressing tightly against one another, shoulder to shoulder, flipper to flipper. The huddle became a solid, warm wall of penguin bodies. Pico, right in the center, shared his body heat, and in return, he felt the warmth of everyone around him. It was a strange and wonderful feeling. The more warmth he gave, the warmer he felt. The fear he had felt just moments before melted away, replaced by a feeling of connection and purpose. Together, they were stronger than the storm. The blizzard raged on for what felt like an eternity, but the penguin colony stood firm. They were a single, warm unit against the icy fury of nature. Finally, as the first light of dawn broke through the clouds, the wind began to die down, and the snow stopped falling. The sun rose, casting a golden glow over the now calm and peaceful landscape. One by one, the penguins began to stir. They looked around, and a chorus of happy chirps filled the air. Everyone was safe. They had made it through the storm together. They looked at Pico, the small, fluffy penguin who used to hate the cold, and they smiled. Pico learned a very important lesson that day. He discovered that true warmth doesn't just come from the sun or a sheltered spot. The greatest warmth comes from caring for others and sharing what you have, even if you think it's not much. He realized that even the smallest, most warmth-loving penguin could make a huge difference. From that day on, Pico still loved his sunny spots, but he loved huddling with his friends and family even more, because he knew that warmth grows when it is shared. Thank you so much for joining us for Pico's story. We hope it warmed your heart as much as Pico warmed his colony. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe for more tales from our story corner. See you next time.